A brand new polling just out on the president and the crisis on the southern border. 56% disapproving of the job Mr. Obama is doing. And the president may not be alone. Glenn Beck is leading an effort now to provide some relief to the thousands of illegal immigrant children housed in federal facilities right now. And he is also getting some blowback from Americans, from conservatives in particular. Last night, I spoke to Glenn Beck about that. So let me just read you, you may be familiar with this, from Breitbart, John Nolte, who says the truly compassionate thing to do is to ensure you're not doing anything that might encourage more parents to send their unaccompanied children on that harrowing trek. And he says it's not insane or unreasonable or lacking in compassion to argue that news of a major American media figure, talking about you, greeting children at the border with toys could be used by the smugglers and human traffickers already exploiting these kids as a way to recruit more. Your thoughts?
All I can say is that may be. That's not my intent. I am so strongly motivated in two ways: justice and mercy. What is happening on the border, there is no justice. There is no justice at all. We are not obeying our own laws. We are a country that is spiraling out of control because we are not enforcing our own laws. And of course people are flooding over our border. We're not enforcing anything. Wouldn't you? If I said, hey, everybody, the doors of my house are open and I've got really great stuff. I got color TVs and everything else. Don't you think people would say, especially if I said, and I'm not going to call the police on anybody who takes any stuff. Of course my house would be empty. So it is our fault because of what our government is doing. That's justice. The other side of it is mercy. Mercy is up to each individual. I will just tell you that when I first started talking about this story, I was overwhelmed with the plight of these children. One of these children just passed away, and I can't imagine that as he was in the Rio Grande River and he was drowning, he thought of anything other than, Mom, where's Mom? These parents are sending them across the border. We have to think of children. Not all of these are good guys. Not all of these are little teeny children. But some of them are. And I don't know how we can not have compassion. I am very concerned that our nation is losing its goodness. It is not up to the government to do good work. Okay, it is up to us to do good work. But let me challenge you on that, because I think your conservative critics hear that, and they hear you saying they are not good. They are not being American when they do not feel as you do, because they don't want to step in with the children. They want the children to go back. Then I don't mean to say that. I want the children to go back. I demand that the children go back. But I believe, I am personally motivated, and so are many members of my audience. I didn't go to the children and say, hey, what do you want? I went to the churches and I said, you're overwhelmed. Yeah. What do you need? They told us, we're bringing it down on Saturday. Beyond that, we've raised $2 million now. Since last night, it was $2 million. After the $2 million mark, I told my audience today, now I'm going to raise anything additional. You go to mercury1.org. Everything over $2 million is going to go to the Border Union, Border Patrol Union, also to the sheriff, also to those who are directly affected.
Let me ask you this, because some of the conservative critics believe that this is all by design by the administration. They wanted this. This was intended. We know they planned for it months ago, that they were contracting with third-party borders, sort of escorts, and that there may be a belief that in 20 years these folks are going to add to the electorate and not to the benefit of the Republican Party. I mean, I've heard people make this argument. What do you think of it?
I don't think that's unreasonable to think if you judge by the fruit of their labor. However, I think we have a citizenship in not only the United States, but also a citizenship in the kingdom of God. And my citizenship to God comes first. He commands me to take care of children. He commands me to give mercy. He commands me to give a cup of water or shoes or a coat or whatever it is that they might need. He commands me to do that. And the only way that we remain a country, that the country that I know and love, is that we all answer to that higher citizenship. The minute we stop doing that, this citizenship goes away. We're no longer a great country. Let's have these kids go home and say, those people, not the government, those people I met were amazing. And someday when I grow up, I'm coming through the right way. I'm going back home. I'm going to make something of myself, and I want to come back to America the right way.